So Douglas Luiz confirmed official by Forest. This is turning into one of the best transfer windows. But are Forest about to shoot themselves in the foot? With a link to Nicolas Jackson? Welcome to your Forest transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to your latest Forest transfer news, and I can't stop smiling because Douglas Luiz is a red. But we'll get into that in just a second. We'll tell you about this Nicolas Jackson stuff. And we need to talk about turning points. I think it's important that we have a quick discussion about that. So if you're enjoying the content, as always, please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new. Every time I say to you guys, get the likes to 1,000, you seem to go crazy and it gets it to like 1,500. So let's see if we can get 1,003 likes on this video. So hit that like button, and we're close to 30k. So please do subscribe if you're new. Okay. Let's jump into this story. Nicolas Jackson is being linked with Nottingham Forest. Yes, you heard me right. This scrub from Chelsea, who I would actually go as far to say that Eddie Nketiah is better than he is. And you all know how I felt about the links with Eddie Nketiah last season. Now, Chelsea, for the audacity of them, think that this scrub is worth 70 million pounds. For this guy who has more misses than he does goals. And when I say misses, I know strikers miss, but this guy doesn't just miss it, man. He craps the bed while missing it. This is one of the worst strikers I have seen in the Premier League. And I've seen a lot of strikers in this Premier League. So trust me, any of you are thinking, yeah, but what if Nuno gets hold of him and he can get the stardust out of him? Look what he did with Alanga, Callum Hudson. No, this guy's beyond saving as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's get into this report. It was from Eduardo Burgos. He says Nicolas Jackson's future will be decided next week. The player is clear that he wants to leave. Aston Villa are pushing hard. They want a loan with an obligation to buy. Nico likes the idea. Other teams that have also approached his agency are Newcastle, Forest, Milan, Inter, and Juve. Okay, firstly, this is utter BS. Forest are not stupid enough to do what they've done in the last 2 weeks to then go and blow it all and really wind me up by signing Nicolas Jackson. This transfer window right now is getting close to a 7.9, somewhere to like an 8.5, right? We just need a couple of fullbacks and this gets to a 9. If we sign Nicolas Jackson, even if we sign prime Messi and prime Ronaldo, this would bring the transfer window down to a 0 straight away. And I don't believe these links for a second. There's even reports to say that Forest made an approach of about £56 million. And that's what they wanted to do, blah, blah, blah. It's all utter BS, right? Because let's even just think about it logically, right? Forget that I'm telling you it's crap, right? Forest have signed, Forest have got Chris Wood, we got Taiwo, we got Igor Jesus, and we've got Calamuendo. That's 4 strikers. If anything, Forest will look to move on Taiwo. And if they want 4 strikers and they want to bring in Nicolas Jackson, they won't be able to do it until one is moved on. And that one obviously would be Taiwo to start with. You're not going to suddenly have 5 strikers on your books. And I use the word very loosely when I say striker and this scrub right here, right? So it's not happening. It's not going to happen. And even though I've said to you guys, Forest are completely safe from PSR and everything like that, with Chelsea's stupid prices, because they seem to have certain pictures, a whole album from every owner in every league on them, and they can charge crazy prices for players. This is not going to happen. And if it does, trust me, I will lose my crap. So I'm calling utter BS on this one. But would any of you take Nicolas Jackson? Let me know in the comments down below. Now let's get back into the good vibes. How beautiful Douglas Luiz looks in that freaking Forest top, man. It just suits him. He's got a great beard, you know. I've just realized that as well. He can join the beard club. That might be better than Greg's. Now, this has been officially confirmed by Forest. I know we've confirmed it to you ages ago, but some of you still like the I don't believe it till he holds the shirt up. Well, he's wearing the shirt. He's not even holding it up, right? Surely even the non-believers now believe Douglas Luiz is correct. And this is what Forest had to say. Says, Forest is delighted to announce the signing of Douglas Luiz, who joins from Juventus. The Brazilian joins on initial loan with a conditional obligation to become a permanent deal next summer. Spending 1 year in Italy, the midfielder brings a wealth of experience to Forest, having played in the Champions League for Juventus during his spell in Turin. Born in Rio, Luiz started his career at Vasco, where he attracted the attention of Man City, who Luiz signed for in 2017, following 2 years on loan in Spain with Girona. Then he moved to Aston Villa in 2019, where he would go on to play over 200 times for the Villains. A central midfielder capable of playing as a deep-lying number 6, no, or as a more progressive 8, yes. Luiz has an impressive goal contribution record in England, scoring 22 times and registering 24 assists in claret and blue. After a standout year, he went to Juventus. He got player of the season in 22-23. I'm going to glaze over all these stat bits. Let's get on to the statements. He says he is really happy to be here. It's a big club, obviously. We're not talking about Spurs here, Luiz. Come on, bro. And I decided to come here because I can see the ambition the club has. I am so excited to start with the team and give my best, can't see that word, for the shirt and the fans. Excuse me. And then Ross Wilson says, it's been a very busy but successful period for us in the window in the past few weeks, and Douglas is another addition to the squad that will bring significant quality to the group. He's played at the highest level for a long time, understanding the demands of the Premier League and has experience playing in elite European competitions. We are delighted that Douglas now joins the group, and we are sure that he will be warmly welcomed by everyone at Nottingham Forest. I will warmly welcome him. I'm sure you guys will warmly welcome him. If you want to confirm your warm welcomation, if that's even a word, of Douglas Luiz, make sure you've hit that like button, right? So it's done, it's dusted. It worries me though that they put that 6 in there. I don't want him as the 6, I want him as the 8, right? So this is done and dusted, and I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't. Will he play on Sunday? Any of you who don't think he should automatically go into the team once he's fully match sharp and fit, we're gonna have words. But I'm so excited. Let me know how you're feeling about Douglas Luiz in the comments. And then just a little bit of icing on the cake here, right? I think we need to reflect, guys, because I was down about this transfer window when you had the whole Gibbs-White going to Spurs, snake, not a snake, rejection FC and all that. I was like, where are we ending up this transfer window? I think there's been 2 pivotal moments. Pivotal moment number 1 was we always win. The coldest line dropped this summer by the Greek father himself. Absolutely ice cold. And that set the standard, publicly said, for a man to come out and say we always win when Forest hadn't won in the pre-season, we hadn't scored goals. That shows a man of pure confidence. And I think that was a slap round the face to everyone at the club, just to remind them that the Greek father is watching. And then pivotal moment number 2 was, of course, Forest being rightfully placed in the Europa League. And since then, it's been a roller coaster of a ride. And I'll tell you what, it's not done. Forest will still look to sign a couple of fullbacks, maybe a backup goalkeeper, because we sign who we want when we want. But do you agree with me? Was that the pivotal moment in this transfer window? And were you, like me, impatient before that, thinking, where are we going? Or did you trust the process? Let me know in the comments down below. We got Grumpy Old Reds tonight at 8. Make sure you tune in. Rich is going to be jumping on about halfway through to talk about the Palace Forest game coming up this weekend. Make sure you've hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed. Come on, you Reds.